I just finished a 7-night stay here at the Bahia Principe in Jamaica, staying on the luxury side. Join me as I go through all the good bits and the bad bits about staying at this absolutely massive 5-star all-inclusive hotel. So this is our room. All the lights are on. I'll explain more about the pop-up bed in a second. Right, let's have a quick run around. So, let's put all the lights on. It's the middle of the day, just so you can see. They're very big, same as the Eden hotel we stayed in. Should we start with the bathroom? 2 sinks. Like with all my reviews, we tend to live in them a little bit before we actually review them. Got a shower, big shower, a privacy screen on the toilet. I don't really know why it's just on the toilet. It looks like I might have moved that. Got a hairdryer, mirror, and then we've got a nice jetted. It looks really deep, that as well. It does look quite nice. They are in. I'm pretty sure this is standard. They come in every single room. Lots of towels, they've been replenished nicely. And then you can see there's a window, which we've left closed for a moment. But the window does have like gaps in. I mean, Rachel's hung more stuff up for privacy, but there's like again, don't really understand why that's there. I think it's still like natural light in the bathroom, which if you stay by yourself, it's fine, but anyway. Here's the bed, very grand bed. Now obviously we should have had a twin room, but at the moment, because it's 2024 and you know, for some reason a 5-star hotel cannot sell them separate. You kind of, because again, it works both ways. If you're a couple, you would want a king bed. And if you're friends, you want twin beds. Why can't you select that? I can book Travelodge and select that in the UK, which is a big budget hotel in the UK, and it's just not a problem. I don't understand why it's a problem here. This is controlled by a key card that you get and a code. It's like double bubble. It's pretty big actually. I probably put my laptop in there. What else you got? Got an iron board. You've got branded robes. Have any slippers? Did you slippers? Is that not so much thing in a Caribbean holiday, is it? But yeah, everything was really like. It's nice, it's in decent condition, like, you know, when stuff was going to get scuffed. Like, even that, like, I don't think that's that bad, really. So yeah, we've got tea and coffee, no milk, obviously, not even like powdered milk. That's not really a thing, is it, too much? We got this bottle in the room because I'm an Expedia VIP Ultimate, whatever, Platinum. So that came because of that. I was also meant to get early check-in and late check-out. There was one other thing, can't remember. Oh, a free upgrade. Now this was upgraded because we are facing the pool, whereas 100% we're meant to face the other way. We're meant to face like the garden, which is nowhere near as nice. However, because we are getting the twin beds later, we might move to a room which then has that, which is fine. I'd rather have a big bed to sleep in. We spend very little time in the room anyway. It's not the end of the world. So these come free for everyone. A nice lady at dinner last night gave Rachel a bottle of wine because Rachel was liking the wine, which is very nice. An ice bucket, but I don't know if you have to ask them for ice, which means if you have to ask them, you have to tip them. That's just annoying. I'd always be able to go, you know, like in America, just go to the ice machine and get some ice. Here, oh, that cupboard's a bit wobbly. But that's a minor thing. They replenish this every day, so it's the new Coke Zero that's come in today. Now in the Eden Bay, it was a different guy who came and did this, and I think the cleaning team might do it, which is just good because it means he's not being disturbed more than once. All this is included and will be replenished. I might leave a note in here tomorrow just to say Coke Zero only, because the only thing we really have is the Coke Zero, so we'll get one of them. Got some beers as well. It's not very cold in there. It's more of I'd say a basic chiller, not particularly cold, those ones. TV, lots of drawers. I mean, I'm not going to show you every drawer, but and that's another thing, we're still packed. All our stuff's still packed because we knew we might be moving. So it just adds that little bit of annoyance, really. We've got American sockets. Is that a European socket as well? I think it is actually. You want to get one of these. This is Rachel's. I've got the same. The slide out ones. We just take them everywhere. They're very good and they're very handy. Since moving to one of these, I don't use anything else. So this is the pull-out bed. Now, to be fair to them, they did bring it because when it was getting to like 6 p.m. and it wasn't here yet. But then we came back after tea and it was here. It was actually really. I was out like a light anyway because they're travelling, but I was quite impressed with it. It was all right as a bed. And we did contemplate sleeping on this, which we didn't do. Little desk area. There is 2 chairs, 1, 2, and this is set up as like a table area for 4 people when the bed's not in it. It's just, again, 5-star hotel. This should not be your solution to the bed issue. I imagine when we move to the other room, which we'll see, I'll include it. In fact, I'll be able to show you both types of rooms then, I suppose. I imagine the other bed's going to be here and this won't be here. That's how I imagine it's going to work. Then we've got our view. So these are blackout blinds, but light does creep in. To me, it doesn't really matter, but that's important for Roach. And then if you go outside, just 1 second, here's the view. What we've noticed about the site is it's very quiet. Now I'm filming this on day 2 because we might move our hotel room, so I wanted to film it early. But like, look, there's so many sunbeds. Even here, like in the shaded ones, you're not going to struggle to get them. That was a major problem at Eden Bay. Was the sunbeds and getting the ones under the shade. Whereas here, there won't be a problem. We're here in October, which apparently is the more towards the off season, which I didn't know, but there's just more variable weather at this time of year, I think. So that's the king bedroom. This is a junior suite facing the pool. Technically a sea view, because you see that? So this was upgraded because of the VIP status. And my mum and dad actually, because mum and dad are also should be facing the garden, they upgraded mum and dad as well, even though it's just my account that was the status. But I'm not going to hold out for a nicer room later, because I'm more bothered about getting the 2 beds than I am about the view, really. Anyway, let's go for a walk around. Okay, so this is the luxury Bahia Principe in Runaway Bay. As I've already said, this is a 2-part hotel. One side is adults only, and the other side is families. The main road is just there. You can see the yellow arches. And you come in. I'm going to go for a walk around the entire site. Now, one thing that is relatively good about the design of the hotel is you can see that even though it's multiple tower blocks, you can actually walk straight through on any floor. You can walk all the way through. Can you see that? You don't have to keep coming down the lift, going across, then back up. Once you're on the right floor, you're good to go. So we're going to do a massive loop. When we come to a map, I will show you the map on how it's laid out. So as you come in, you've got the check-in desk on the left. You've also got a variety of other help desk, guest experience. What's that one? Guest experience. And then we've got on the other side the actual lobby bar. Now this bar and the other lobby bar for the other side, the grand side, are the main areas to get drinks in the evening. There's also a little station over here, which is pretty good actually, because as soon as you arrive, you can get an orange juice. There's no delay. There's tea, there's muffins, croissants. It's important to know that this lobby is not air conditioned. It's quite shaded, but I'm doing this in the morning. Now obviously this bar isn't open. I will have a few shots of it actually being open at night. But yeah, this lobby isn't air conditioned at all, so it's very hot, and it's literally about 9 AM. So in the evenings, obviously going to be a little bit hotter. Now here is where they do all their evening entertainment on this side. Right, literally in front of us here is where they have the singer and everything set up. And a little seating area. Again, at night, it's perfectly pleasant.
Right about now, we'll be taking a short break. We'll be back in
then you've got a couple of shops, cigar and rum. So a lot of all the rooms through this side, on that side of the resort, to the right is adults only. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to go around the other way and start by visiting the other lobby and stuff like that, just because it kind of makes sense to do one big loop, and it is a long loop. To get around the entire loop, you're probably talking about half an hour. Not that I needed it, because it was actually quite quiet when I arrived. However, they do have a separate side for pre-check-in. So if you deliver all your details online, your passport information, everything, you can use this little side. And if there is a busy, particularly if you're coming on a coach, you can come to this side and get served a little bit quicker. I didn't have to give my passports over. I didn't have to do anything. It was literally just when my room was ready, which we'll come on to in a little bit. They got us seated. So through here, another thing to note, these little toilets down here, they do have showers. So on a final day, if you haven't got a room, but you wanted a quick shower, they do have showers in there, which is a nice little touch. So if you come up here, there's like a little cut through, and there's other like shops and stuff about photography and weddings and stuff. They are doing some renovation works at the moment. Obviously, like I said, this is their down season, I think, low season in September. Again, more access to now. All this is family side, and in the middle you've got this absolutely huge theatre. I don't think we'll be able to go in at this time. The theatre should be most probably locked, but I'll see if I can see through the glass. You see that? Oh yeah, you can see it quite well actually. And just to the right there's a bar. I actually got a shot yesterday of there's like a Bob Marley tribute act on, and it was bouncing in there. It was so busy, but there is a bar in there as well, so you don't have to get your drinks beforehand. So I'm coming out of the theatre, I'm turning left, and we're going to carry on down. Again, it's like a little shopping mall. There's various shops, all, as far as I can tell, selling the same stuff. But again, useful if you want a hoodie. Do you want a Jamaica hoodie? It's 30 degrees. I just walked past an ATM. I'm not going to film it because there's someone using it, but the ATM on the left there. There's also an ATM in the luxury lobby as well. And then we are through to the grand lobby, which I'm not going to lie, bear in mind the luxury one is meant to be the luxury one. I think this one's a little bit nicer. So if you're staying on the grand side, this is where you come in, and I'm not going to lie, this looks like one hell of an entrance. This is a lot more in your face, which I'm not saying that in a bad way actually. It is very grand. I'll give it that. So this is the way you're going to be coming in. Obviously your check-in is on the right. You've got a sports bar. Now if you are out of your room at the end of the day, on your final day, my recommendation would be is to bring all your bags through this side, get picked up from the grand side, not the luxury side if you are staying on the luxury side, and head in here. It's fully air conditioned, it's really pleasant, really comfortable. You see most venues outside them have these times, but the only issue is in the app, which I'll talk a bit more about the app in a moment. The app it has the restaurant dinner times, and you have to book onto them anyway for the restaurants. But for stuff like lunch and breakfast, I've not found anywhere where all that information is just readily available. So this is your view as you come out of the lobby. Quite the spectacle. Can you see this? You can't quite see. I mean, the one at Eden Bay was incredible in the adult side. We'll do a walk around the pools in a bit. If you turn to the left, you've got the bar. Again, opening times, don't know. They do here, much like Eden Bay, they do have a premium set of drinks I can't see them on there actually. And they also do, as you can imagine, they do coffees, but they also do the daiquiris as well. Normally, every time we've been to any of them, it's always been strawberry and pina colada. Sometimes they change them each day. So the evening entertainment on this side takes place on this stage. Again, a nicer little stage. There's definitely more facilities over here for stuff like that, like a proper stage, air conditioning, that sort of thing. Even the bar's not open, you are actually allowed in here. So if your flight is quite early, you can still come here. You've got a pool, I don't know where you get the balls from. I expect them just to kind of be in there really, but they're not. Some table football. Again, you can tell it's kind of geared up a little bit more towards the family side, but again, lovely and air conditioned in here. So definitely one to stop in for if you're got a long wait. So we're going to take the steps down. And then immediately on your right, you've got the spa, and this is like all the paid extras type of spa. I think we do actually have a little indoor pool and stuff, but I can't show you inside because we didn't go. We've not been in there. I just never ever felt the need really, but this is where it is. So here's the spa. As you turn right, you've got the gym, and then here, this bit sort of sticks out. I'll show you this on the map. It kind of sticks out, goes around to the right, and comes back on itself. And this is sort of like the row of restaurants, and then the main restaurants. Again, we'll come to them in a bit. So yeah, we've got the gym. Now, both gyms are very similar. We have been in here. I'm not going to go in and film because it might be, in fact, it looks really busy actually, weirdly. But I've been into the other gym a few times. I did film in that one, and they are sort of like for like. You've also got a privilege club, which I imagine is just an extra little space for those who want to pay a little bit extra. Now, we will go past the actual privilege like seating area and stuff, and it doesn't look great. You've got access to a bar very quickly, but it doesn't look great. Anyway, we're going to go back the way we came just now, and what we're going to do is we're going to go on the other side of the far left apartment buildings, so behind buildings 15 and 16. And take a left up this hill, and then we're going to go through this little archway. And you find yourself in, like, I'll be quite honest, a weird little courtyard. And I'm pretty sure on the map, some things are listed over here as like the disco and like nightclub, maybe? They're just a group of shops that all look like they sell very similar things. There's obviously a stage down here, and maybe in high season, they put on like big shows and stuff around here. Like, there you go, disco music. And they do say each night on the app, it says there is a disco, but I think they just mean music at those two lobby entertainment bits that I showed you. Not actually, because over here, I came here last night, and again, it was a ghost town. Sneak down here. I found a little map for the first time. Would have been easier if I saw this at the start. So we started here. We're into the luxury lobby. Come left, and then we kind of came across here, and this is where the theatre is, inside here. Then we came back and carried on walking. We walked out, down the steps past the spa, down here. We've just been around this little village. Now we'll carry on walking down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, literally do a lap this way, sort of thing, and I'll kind of hint at the beach as well as we go around, and then we'll finish off on. So that here is the adult side. All that is meant to be the adult side. And to be fair, I haven't seen any kids over there. You've also got here. You've got this is the best beach, I would say, number 39 if you can get there. This, however, is the nudist beach. There is a big fence you can't see from both, but you know, this is the one. Obviously, we never really do kids club stuff because it's not something that's completely relevant to me whatsoever. But it's in there, you can tell from the colourful picket fence. The Knife, which I think is a meat restaurant, like big cuts of meat and stuff. We are going to go to this one because Rachel is a vegetarian, so it's a bit pointless us going here. But there's also a teens club, which is open. Some DJ decks, some pool tables. Oh, there's no one actually in here. But there you go, we've got some teens, some PlayStations. Obviously it's early in the morning, so this is all switched off at the moment. But obviously I wouldn't film here when it was open, for obvious reasons, because there's all the other kids around. There's a little bar over here, I think, for mums and dads, and also to get the soft drinks. This is the busiest bit with kids, as you can imagine. They absolutely love it. And then on the left is the beach. Now this is wonderful. The beach is sort of in some slightly weirded sections. And you see it's been freshly raked. That happens every day. I'm trying to find a bit that hasn't been raked. There's a few bits, but quite impressive overall. Now again, in low season in September, we have not had to worry about coming down early to get a sunbed, which is one of the major things about holiday that winds you up. So you can see this is the main hit. Now this bit does get incredibly busy. They do like you to swim in the actual ropes, although I did swim a little bit outside the ropes and no one told me off for it, so who knows what the actual official rule is. I never really understand that, 'cause it's my decision to leave. I don't understand why, I just don't understand that. These get a bit busy. There's a luxury area again for the, for the privilege club. This is quite busy. Then you'll see there's like a no man's land, and there's another beach over there where there's some beds. There's quite a few trees for shade, which also helps. There's a bar over there. There's toilets. It's lifeguarded. It's a little bit deeper, not massively deeper, but a little bit. And there's no music, there's no audio, other than someone maybe bringing their own speaker. The water is a gorgeous temperature. I mean, we did get some shots yesterday because we were over there and we did some snorkeling, and here's some of the footage from that, and it really wasn't hard to get whatsoever. So this is currently the family side, and you see it's quite busy. There are still some beds, but not many. But this is still the family side on this side. And there's lots of sunbeds over here. Just people don't want to walk the extra 100 meters. But apparently down here, there's a bar, there's toilets. So yeah, and some more shade maybe with the trees. This is a bit of paradise. This is amazing. And there's a bar back there, which we can use. Now around the corner, see the fence, and I'm not going to film too much past this point for that, because that is a nude beach, clothing optional. I always think with nude beaches, surely if you're having a nude beach, you kind of got to commit or you don't commit. Anyway, so I'm going past there, and it's kind of, I thought this might have been the nude bit, but it's not. It's through that fenced bit, and there's toilets here, there's a bar, and also all the salespeople are where all the people are. We can do a little bit of snorkeling. Probably won't see too much, but it's worth a try, isn't it? There's full Wi-Fi here, a Wi-Fi antenna, which means I can just message Rachel and tell her where I am. I came on a bit of a recce. The quietness here of like no music, because that's another problem that I think a lot of hotels suffer with. They have to like pump music, but and also always explore all your hotel early doors, because if I found this on the last day I'd be annoyed. I think we're going to set up camp here. Yeah, all raked, all beautiful, all stunning. Love it. There's a tiny little private beach, and there is what looks like another place that serves breakfast. There's a lot of setting up. Well, it can't be breakfast actually, because breakfast is very much operational at the moment, so it can't be breakfast, to be fair. So you've got Dolce Vita, which is like an Italian buffet, which you're going to tonight, which is just there. And you just got like a little lookout. So there's the restaurant I was just talking about. We'll head up here. Well, the sprinklers are on, so I might get soaked. I'm going to come up this way because it's a bit more shaded. We're heading sort of along the beach now. And you see this is the Dolce Vita. At the time I'm recording this, I've not actually been there yet. I will include some shots of what's available. Wondering what the sea is actually like, as in the beach, to see that the transition, it isn't one gentle slope. It is quite rocky, uneven. It's quite shelly and like rocky, as in like if you walk in with bare feet, it hurts a little bit. Not massively, just a little bit. I would recommend just getting sea/swimming shoes to dampen it as you get in. Once you're in, you can sort of like float across everything, but yeah, to get in. And that's not just on that beach that I talked about, it's kind of all these little beaches as well as we move on to the luxury side. So you can see it on the right, because we're walking along the front now, is the Round Island restaurant, which looks like it's open for breakfast. I don't know how true this is, but that's quite amazing. I didn't think like a turtle area, obviously it might be the right time of year, but this little area is kind of reserved for turtles. That's good. Over here there is water sports you can get. I think most stuff, as long as it's not automated, is included. So stuff like, I've seen quite a few kayaks going out and stuff like that, but they'll obviously do bigger tours, the banana boat and all. I've not seen anyone do anything like that. One of the things that I have found, actually, this is the first time that I haven't seen jet skis whizzing about anywhere in the Caribbean, actually. Like normally there's a lot of noise and say jet skis whizzing every 5 seconds. We're not seeing any of that. I've not seen a banana boat out. Literally the only things I've seen is a few kayaks go out. Not volleyball, and again they do have a packed entertainment programme. It's not my sort of thing, once again, but they do have it, and I'll find the board as we're walking around to show you what sort of things they do. It just seems very similar each day. I'm going to take a guess that this is where they do their fire show, because there is a bar here, there's some festoon lighting, and there's some benches and stuff, but I haven't actually seen this area used for anything whilst we've been here. The fire show's on a Saturday night at the moment. That was on our first night and we were all absolutely knackered, and then we leave again on the Saturday, so we're not going to see it, sadly. It did look like the highlight. So again, you've got, this is all still, by the way, on the grand side. So if you've booked either hotel, you can be on this side. It's all included in your side. So yeah, there's two little beaches here. And look at that, there's one sunbed on this little beach. A few more on this side to the left. But you can see the swimming area is so small. And it's just not deep enough. So when we watched on our first day, when we had a little walk around, me and Rach, we watched people in these waters, and no joke, like maybe just above your knees at the deepest. I mean, it looks exquisite, don't get me wrong, but sometimes when I'm in the sea, it does feel like I'm being babysat a little bit. But you can see all these little areas. It's very early, but it will get busier, but again, it was never, in September, it was never full. But what this does do is just show you just how enormous this hotel is. It's an absolute juggernaut. Bear in mind, you can see that building in the distance, and it keeps on going past that, where the beach is, the water parks on the other side of that, and all that sort of stuff. So really, you can see it kind of sticks out, goes in, and round here, this is your central block. All the restaurants are around, well, most part, are around the central block, if that makes sense. So you can see there the little bandstand that we were just at. And you've got another little beach here with, like, what, 20, 30 chairs on it? You can actually see in the distance, that's Freedom of the Seas cruise ship. If we turn around, see, this is the sort of point now where the luxury side starts. So what we'll do is we'll pause here. We won't continue any further. I mean, basically this is just repeated further down. So technically this would be on the luxury side, actually, this little island in the middle here. And it's repeated once more. But we'll go and look at it in a bit. I'm going to come back on myself a little bit now and head towards the pools of the grand side. Obviously the sun's not fully up, so it might not look as crisp as you'd expect, but so let's start, like, so this is going again towards the luxury side. And you see there's a pool bar, and what we'll do is we'll start at one end of the pool, which is just literally borderline with the luxury side, and then we'll go all the way to the other side, more towards the grand side. Okay, so this is actually where me and Rach set up most days at the moment. So you just over there, just literally past the kind of little, what's meant to be a gazebo type thing, is well, technically the luxury side starts when you enter that path, and you kind of on it. You've got a massive circle here, and here you've got it's not zero entry, but it's like 8 inches step down, and it just gradually gets deeper. You've also got a kids bit there as well. You can see this bridge, you can swim under this bridge, and again, the effect that the pictures give kind of show that you can swim under all the bridges. The reason why me and Rach are here at the minute, can you hear the music from the other pool? From the luxury side? And you can hear the same music from not the same music, but you know what I mean, someone else playing similar volume music on that side. But the thing is, at the minute, this pool bar is not open, and you think, oh, that's a bad thing. But I'm not gonna lie, it's an absolute treat, because it means this area is absolutely dead pretty much for the entirety of the day. And don't get me wrong, all the areas, if you want to go to sunbed, you're going to get a sunbed at this time of year. I don't know whether it is just the time of year. Also, you've got a bit where I don't know if they'd be upset. This is obviously designed to put sunbeds in. I don't know if they'd be upset if you then did that by yourself. I don't think they'd care, to be honest, but yeah, so this whole section, all that you just saw is one big section until the bridge, and then the bridge, it cuts it off, so you can't swim all the way through, which is what I was really excited to do. But it does make sense, because if you have to close one pool for cleaning for whatever reason, it means you can drain one and keep the others going. This is the privilege bar. This is the thing that you pay a bit extra for, which obviously I never do. I'll be honest, if I was paying for a privilege club, I expect more than just, yeah, okay, the bar is close and it is staffed through the day, all day, every day. I've not seen anyone using this at all, but I'd expect like premium sunbeds or something, or just like a topper on them. So yeah, we're walking back towards the grand side now. In fact, let's just reconsult the map, because it's just here. So there's a little gazebo out to sea. We're about here now. I'm going to walk back. I'm going to very quickly show you a couple of the food outlets on this side. As in most of the pools, you've got these little jacuzzi baths, which again, when it's on and lively, they're all on. It's a really nice idea to just sink them in. The water temperature, if you've ever watched my videos before, you'll know that I've got this thing about water temperature. The water temperature is good, both in like the sea and in the pools. Again, another bridge here where the pool divides. This pool is actually a very small pool with the ones with the jacuzzis in. We do have these, and on the other side they're listed as sort of like a premium luxury oasis or something, but I don't know if they're included. But I don't see anyone on them, and I just think if they were included, they'd be the first to go, because they're obviously the most plush. So I'm going to assume it costs a bit more. Oh, hello, what's this? Oh, here we go. Balinese bed experience. Exclusive service, free barley bed from 10 AM to 6 PM. $120. Wow. You can start to see some of the activities as well. This pool is very much a livelier pool. This is really busy, as you can imagine, with the kids as well. You've got water polo, you've got volleyball. You've got a volleyball net on the other side as well, actually. This pool bar is open. You've got Round Island. Now, Round Island food market is set out really nicely. I've not done it for breakfast, obviously open for breakfast at the moment. We did go for lunch one day though, so here's that footage. There's another takeaway option here. It says it's called jerk chicken, and I thought it was literally just spicy chicken, but it's not. There's French fries, anything you think kids might like, you can get it from. There's also like salad options as well, really nice salad options. I think Rachel had a salad one day. But that's more of a takeaway, a quick grab and go. It means you actually get it on plastic plates to take towards your sunbeds. One of the problems I've had at both this and Eden Bay is the fact that sometimes I just want to eat at my sunbed, like a grab and go takeaway box. At Breezes we got that back in Bahamas, but here, I mean that's the walk I have to do all the way down the pool on the luxury side to get something to be fair, that's actually a bit unfair because I did film this. They do like a little barbecue. I think they do that most days actually, so you can get some food, but there's going to be a wider selection there. This is the entertainment schedule. Now you find all this in the app, and I will talk about the app at some point. You can see it's mostly the same each day. Then you got the entertainment, Tropicana Theatre, Bahia Village. Now you can see it's brought us back round to the spa, so that we actually walked on the outside towards the beach and back round. We're back here again. This is the liveliest pool. It's obviously full of kids, and that is why we like the luxury side. Okay, so what we'll do whilst we're here is, you see this, if the spa is there, and that's the lobby for the Grand, this kind of walkway around the outside here is all the restaurants. Well, there's quite a few restaurants. So what we'll do is we'll walk around them to get us back around to the other side. I do hope this makes sense, because like I say, it's a big site. It is a big, big, big site. I'm not gonna lie, it took us 2 or 3 days to kind of get our bearings a bit. Okay, so remember the Privilege Club? We're just gonna take a little left down the side. Okay, so Don Pablo. All the descriptions and stuff you'll have to look on the website. 'Cause at the top of my head, I won't be able to remember, but this is, they just say it's like a gourmet restaurant.
Some butter, sugar and cinnamon. I use the same kind of caramelized. So it's stirred up like Molly said.
They are just very quick shots from inside the restaurants, just because, you know, we're going to try and enjoy the meal and stuff. But the food quality, I've not had a problem in any of them, as in, like, I've been really impressed actually, because you got to remember, they are all inclusive restaurants, and it doesn't really matter, does it? Massively. But I've been impressed with the decor inside, the ambience inside, the service have been absolutely brilliant. Particularly the guy in Picasso, Andre, who's honestly, I've never had a waiter that good. You can see they're all open roughly the same time, 8 till 6:30. So Mikido is the one where there's actually 2 options. There's actually just a normal seated service, or the one where they cook the food in front of you. Now we did the normal. I didn't get the cooking the food in front of you type gig. Just couldn't book it. It's important to say, you do need to book all of these on the app, or you can just ring up guest services. My mum and dad struggle with the app. And they do book up really quickly. So let's have a look what breakfast looks like in the Jasmine restaurant. I imagine it'll be very similar, but I'll have a quick scoop round. It's actually reasonably quiet, so it's easy to film. Now, don't make a mistake that Rachel made. This already has sparkling wine in it. They do put these here, so we thought you had to make it yourself, but it already has it in. Cara, and you see it's meant to be open from 6 till 9:30, but they in the morning at the moment are open for a buffet because it's to allow somewhere for the adults only side to go where there's no kids. I mean, there's not many kids here, to be fair. And then you've got Picasso, which is kind of the last on this kind of loop of restaurants. Was our server, and the restaurants for vegetarians, I'm not gonna lie, are difficult. The buffets you'll be fine, but like the restaurants are difficult. There's been 2 occasions when Rachel said, "Oh, I'm vegetarian," and it's literally look as if like, first of all they asked then, "Oh, but you eat fish, right?" I'm like, no. So, which is odd because like allergens and stuff and everything else are really hot on, because the reason why it's confusing is because this is a massive chain of a hotel. So in other climates, like they have Bahia, Principes all around the world. It's just a bit weird how they don't like allow for that. It is a bit weird. But Andre in there, he was so good. Because there was like an onion soup, and he even checked. Oh no, he didn't even check. He knew, because this is what happens with the servers here. They'd never stay in the same restaurant. A lot of the time they go from restaurant to restaurant. So they don't actually have a deep knowledge of the menu a lot of the time. But he knew every ingredient. He knew that there was beef stock used for the onion soup, so Rachel couldn't have it. And he did very good at like swapping stuff. And also I said I didn't want something because I didn't want me and Rachel not to eat at the same time. And he said, "Oh, I'll bring this little like entree or appetizer. I'll bring it with the other food so you can eat together." Just little things like that mean a lot. Unlike Eden Bay, there's no one actually patrolling. So Eden Bay actually had someone patrolling so people didn't cross the line. That's not the case here. So this is the adults only side, and this is kind of made up of, again, one giant pool, which is actually 3 pools. So you've got here, you've got the bridge which blocks it off, breakfast restaurant here, which is where we've gone for most days. It's just really nice, and also just ask if you can sit right on the edge. Every morning that I've asked, we've been able to sit right on the edge and just have the sea view. It's been absolutely wonderful. This is the most liveliest pool on the resort in here. Here's a little barbecue. That is done pretty much every day, and they change it up a little bit every day. Not massively, but just a little bit. You get your towels from here, so you do get towel cards, and you have to go and exchange them for towels each day. You get the card back when you give the towel back. You see they've got the pool closed cone. And I actually got a clip of it last night at 6 p.m. They are aggressive with the closing times. And it's so weird, because like I say, it's so un-Jamaican. But here's a clip last night of when the pool's closed. Pool bar, and again you can get drinks from inside the water as well. Queue wise, I've never had to queue to get a drink. I'd maybe wait one person, but that's it. Yeah, it's crazy how aggressive they were to get them out of the pool, which I just don't really get it. I don't really understand why it's so aggressive. Like I say, it sounds aggressive because of the whistle, but like, if they just turn the music off and give people an hour, people would naturally just, because it's getting dark by that point. But I do love a pool at night, and the fact that we can't do that on this holiday is actually quite sad. So there's the pool bar, comes through and obviously splits again, and you've got a third section. This section again a bit quieter. It may not look massive, and maybe again because it's during the down season, but actually we've never, it's never been, I'd say, crowded. The only crowded one is around the bar, in the one with the bar, in the pool with the bar. That's the only one. Not on at the moment, but these are like jacuzzi jets. You can see on here it says from May to October it's open until 7 p.m, which I think is still early, and in winter till 6 p.m. We've got another massage table, again with advertised opening times and stuff. It's a nice idea, but the last thing I don't want a massage anyway, but least of all in front of everybody. Even weirder. And the resort sort of ends here. Another bar here, which again has been open. It won't be open now, but it has been open. Some nice seating. Just because it is quiet, like it has been very quiet down here all the time. So down here is the gym, and again the treadmills look out onto this view, and you can just about see the sea when you're on the treadmill. Now, one area I've not been to is around here. There got some bikes. I did see as one of the things you can do is a bike tour. I had no idea where the bikes were or where you picked them up from. Looks like it's here. Let's have a little quick look if this is your thing. I mean, I thought of playing tennis outside in this heat. Not just tennis, but there's basketball. Did you just say tennis? There's actually football goals there. Okay, so that's our walk around. We are literally walking back up now to the lobby. But very quickly, let's talk about the app. Now the app is pretty decent, so you can check in on the app before your visit, which I did, which meant when I did check in, I could use the pre-check-in lane. I mean, it wasn't very busy anyway. It just meant I have to hand over all the passports and have to scan it and print off, do everything they've got to do with a passport whenever that happens. On the app, you can book room service, so you can actually go through. And so yesterday we had breakfast. In fact, here's a little snippet of it. Came really quickly. A guy came in and set the table. It's all a very nice experience having room service. Obviously around midday it'll change over to the lunch menu, where it's more like pizzas, burgers, fries, that sort of thing. Back to the lobby of the luxury side. I think these are little bus stops for the buggy. Pretty sure of it. I thought they were smoking shelters at first. Obviously my mum and dad need a little bit of help getting around, and they did say they had to come to the lobby to get picked up. But I know, I've seen these a couple of times as I've done a little walk. So that's what these are little bus stops. Literally. So if you struggle getting around, if you want to go to the beach on the far other side and you need a lobby, come down to here. But I've seen a few of these on this road, on this like outer perimeter road. That's a handy thing to see. And this brings us to the end of the video here, deep diving into the Bahia Principe Luxury and Grand in Jamaica. However, it's not the end of our holiday. With about 3 days to go, all sorts of stuff starts to go wrong. So much happened, I decided to make a completely separate video documenting it, which you can watch right now on my channel, and I'll link it on the screen at the end of this video. In that video, there is a full breakdown and review, as I feel it's only fair to review it considering the chaos which happened after I finished filming the full walk around. When I was looking at Jamaica for an all-inclusive holiday, I was originally deciding between the Bahia Principe or Ocean Eden Bay, both of which have adults-only areas. Out of the two, I'd have to recommend the Ocean Eden Bay, just because of the chaos which happened in our final few days. You can decide for yourself, however, by watching this video, which we filmed earlier in the year. Don't get me wrong though, we still enjoyed the pools, the faraway beaches, sunbed availability, the waiting staff in the restaurants are great, bar staff around the resort were fantastic, and the general quietness which is a result of us visiting in the risky September-October season. If you found this video useful in your holiday planning, then please do remember to subscribe, thumbs up the video, and let me know anything I've missed down in the comment section below. We also travelled in Virgin Upper Class from Heathrow to get there, and made a very quick video about the Mobay Airport Lounge and how it works. But for this video, that's it. I hope it helped plan your holiday. I'll see you in the next video.